at least to get into the entrepreneurship or starting becoming an influencer or whatever, can kind of, I don't know, get a little
Write
insight.
down these tips.
Write them down. This is experience. You don't even get this in class. You don't get this in school. I'm giving you for free. Just listen to me for an hour.
We're not those commercials you see on Facebook. Do you want to become a millionaire? Click on the link below.
For real.
And watch your bank account get fat by tomorrow. All right, so understanding the power of networking, very important. We always talk about networking being a very good tool, but a lot of people do not see it, maybe because they haven't experienced it firsthand. But networking is, I'm going to say, the most, if not the most important, it's in the top three.
It's up there, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Jerry?
Yeah, I honestly, like, as far as like Supreme Media goes, like I'm speaking for myself, right? Unlike somebody else.
No diciendo nombres, pero yeah.
The person up here.
I'm sorry, I didn't need that.
No, I think like at least Supreme Media, we started with a lot of networking. I mean, I wasn't really big on on knowing people. Like, I've always been a people person. I've always been able to just literally a stranger's there, and I'd be able to talk to them, right? But I never really thought about like what it is like in the business world. So like my little story. I went to high school that that sent us out to work a day a week, right? So I worked at the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and stuff. Yeah, and at like clinics and health clinics, and then I ended up working at a manufacturing plant. And it was all right. Do
you think that's a good thing to do for the youngsters?
It is. Like I said, it's. I remember I can relate a lot to like when I used to work at the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Mm-hmm. They used to do like this. They still do it. It's this gala event, and basically it's a lot of people, like a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of top people from Tucson that have businesses and that promote like the communities and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it's a big networking group, like a big group where there's resources for businesses and things like that. So I think that like that kind of like taught me a little bit that networking isn't important, right? And at least in my end, like when we started, that was a lot of what we did, a lot of free work.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of networking. That's what what came down to be. Like that's how I met Fasnia, through like another person. So we networked that way, and so it was something that now we're here and we're on a podcast together, right?
I know, that's crazy.
So like it's just a lot of those things. Like it is important as far as like how far you can get as an entrepreneur, like knowing somebody, because knowing somebody knows somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know you guys. I don't know if you guys been.
Have you done something like that or?
Yes, yeah? I actually, the first networking event that I did was where I met Jerry at. That
really?
was the first one that I ever did. And at first I didn't know what networking meant. Like I don't think I have like a definition for it. But it has helped me a lot with meeting people, meeting photographers, just meeting people in general. And como dice Jerry, like that person knows somebody else and that person knows somebody else. And it's kind of like expanding your opportunities.
So it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Maria, do you have an experience like that?
Yeah, so for me, it's more so expos, like bridal expos, and then getting to know other people or other makeup artists, and you kind of like do a tag team. And it came to us working together, building a team. That's why I met most of my coworkers. And no, it's actually really good. It's good for stuff like that. But as far as clientele, it's different. It's different. Sure.
Speaking about makeup, her makeup looks real nice today.
It does. It looks very smooth.
How long did it take you?
Of course.
How long did it take you to?
Mine takes about 30 minutes.
¿Qué?
You see. 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
But again, it's practice, honestly.
Oh, okay.
It's more practice than anything.
She got the skills, basically.
Fasnia, you gotta get some classes, eh?
I know. I'm like.
La Fasnia dura como 3 horas.
Yeah.
Ey, pero mira el resultado.
No, muy bien.
Ahora I have no makeup on. Me lo hice como en 10 minutos.
De volada.
Y sin todas mis cosas, nomás con lo que traía ahí.
Fue un makeup express, güey.
Hit me up. Hit her up for 30 minutes.
Hit her up.
If you guys want to be 3 hours, then.
Oh, man.
Fast now. If you want to do your makeup from 3 hours to 10 minutes, just click on the link below.
I will show you. Pay me $49.99.
And I got a premium subscription to go with that for $99.99.
That's crazy. Speaking of subscriptions, there's a lot of people that do subscriptions like in makeup and stuff like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Have you ever thought about offering services like that? Like online makeup classes?
She says she doesn't like talking.
I don't like talking. I don't think I can explain myself to people. If they can't understand me, I don't think there's another way to teach them. Because I like dumb it down. The way that I feel I can understand, I'm like, there's no way you can't understand that.
Así
so
que
then,
si no le entiendes a la María, you're
no.
No.
Y yo no tengo paciencia, o sea, aparte no tengo paciencia. So it's hard for me, but I feel a lot of people have asked me for classes, but again, I'm kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, you're iffy about it, about the idea.
Well, I just tell her like you should do it. At least like even maybe not selling a course, but at least like a one-on-one.
The one-on-one classes. Yeah.
At least
there's not a lot of people.
That maybe just a start, and that's kind of like will help you with the verbiage. I know a lot of people that do like online courses. It's like the verbiage is like what really needs to be flowing in order for it to like really work. But maybe starting that one-on-one will get you to get to know the verbiage and kind of like, oh, you need to do this, this, and this, and this.
Yeah, that's true.
And then maybe it's a stepping stone. Maybe the course is more of like a long-term goal.
See.
Maybe who knows? I'm just me.
Me, I'm type of the hands-on type of the dude. For real.
You are?
Yeah. No sean mal pensados, hands-on. No, I mean, you could read a book, you know what I mean? Pero
somos como los hombres, güey, que abrimos acá un sofá o una mesa and they were like, manual.
Aunque nos tarde 5 horas más, ¿no? Para
huevo.
Para hacerlo.
Para armar el librero, pero no pasa nada.
And then you're missing you're like, te sobra un shelf.
and a handful of screws.
You're like, it looks like the picture. Hey, but it works. If it works, if it's functional, it works.
That's right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
That's right.
All right. Pros of networking for small businesses.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, what's a good pro?
A pro would be that you get to meet people. You get to the exposure that you get. Like, si ya se conocer a alguien, like I met you, and we've done so many projects together. Like, that's a pro. It helps me, helps the other person.
It opens a lot of doors,
right?
Yeah, it opens a lot of doors to bigger things, for sure.
Well, one of the things, like, I've been feeling kind of. I'm gonna get into my feelings.
Saca el Don Julio.
Sácalo. No, eso lo tengo en la casa. Gracias a mi cliente que me lo regaló. Much love. They already know that. Para la boda.
I told her I'm staying for your wedding.
No, I just think that like, for example, me, I've been feeling like really, I want to say, like kind of low, like not like myself, but like in my profession, in the sense that like I feel like I'm getting stuck. Like, I don't know, like, because I used to do a lot of like I used to do a lot of consistent work when it came to like networking.
Yeah.
Right? I used to have like people who I would like at least once a month kind of just do some work, right? And it was kind of like since I went on vacation and then I came back and then I came back straight to do work. Not that I don't like what I've done, right? Because my clients and things like that, but sometimes like there's photo shoots that I want to do and I just haven't done them, and I just think that like I'm in a slump, vamos a decir.
Yeah.
So I think that I need to get back on the networking portion and kind of like reach out to people like, hey, let's do a photo shoot here, there. Even though it's free, right? It's free, so I'm not charging anybody to do a photo shoot with me. unlike some people, but anyways,
Unless y'all want to donate a little.
unless you want to, Venmo, Apple Pay.
It will be at the bottom of the description.
No, but,
Una ayudadita, por favor.
mínimo para la gas. No, but like I've been on, like I said, I've been on a kind of like a slump, just like creatively, I guess you could say. And it's one of those things where you start. There's this thing, and it's called ¿cómo se llama? Damn, I have it right here, the tip of my tongue. Something syndrome, imposter syndrome. It's called. So I don't know for all the entrepreneurs that are trying to be entrepreneur out there, or they're already an entrepreneur, you're eventually gonna come to a day that's gonna be like, damn, am I really doing what I'm doing? Mm-hmm. Am I good at it? Am I? Because a lot of times, like, people do it like what we were talking about last time, like the likes, and like, oh, if nobody likes your picture, it means it sucked.
Yeah.
Or if nobody likes your pose or your post, like, it sucked.
Yeah.
Right. And like lately, I've been kind of gearing my thoughts towards that way. It's kind of like, oh man, like I'm trying very hard to get engagement, and it's not. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, or maybe it's just like it's the time of the year. I don't know what it is, but
It is though.
It is though.
It is, yeah.
So I just feel like maybe it's just I need to just kind of just relax and do some of the things that, like, creative stuff that I want to do.
Yeah.
More than like what my clients are asking me to do. More, I think I got to do more things that I want to do. That's why I put out the post. Who's done to do a photo shoot?
Shit! And I told you, ay, no quiero fotos.
Sí. So
Y yo fui la primera.
Another one.
So then Fasnia was like, oh, I'll do a photo shoot. So all right, so we scheduled it. Pero see, like, I think that have a pros of networking, like, can take you very far. It can lead you, if you build healthy relationships.
Oh yeah.
Because there's also bad relationships in.
Why do you look at me? We're not gonna get into this right now.
No, I mean, no, it's just because it's one of those things that you kind of like. I got tired of looking at.
What are you doing?
He's like, next.
Something new.
Oh, shit.
No, but I know what you're saying, brother. I know what it's saying.
Yeah, so like sometimes there's unhealthy networking relationships you build, right? So I don't know if you guys ever experienced an unhealthy relationship. I don't know. You guys can say something.
So we're talking professional
acquaintances that you guys met. Who and everybody has a bad experience.
Yeah.
And tell me you don't have a bad experience, girl.
No, sí.
Yeah.
A ver, dime.
Well, like in the makeup industry, I feel like hay mucha envidia, for example. Like, en eso sí hay mucha envidia de que prices, or like, even if you show up to the same gigs, and there's another makeup artist, like, they won't even say hi to you, even though they follow you or they'll talk to you through social media. But when you're there, it's like kind of uncomfortable because, like, they won't talk to you or say hi or whatever, just leave. But
hola.
Like some people I know. Like someone.
She's still holding grudges,
They
guys.
don't even say hi.
Damn.
No, but it be like that though. But when you were talking about, like, for example, for me at least, sometimes there would be times where I felt like my work was just not giving what it was supposed to give. And you get it so deep into your head that you're not putting that much effort into your actual work. And that's where it just, like, goes downhill. And you're kind of giving or feeding that into yourself. Le tienes que echar ganas. You know what I mean? Like, even if you don't get those likes, keep posting. And that's something that Jerry would tell me, and Sergio too. Like, you need to keep posting, keep showing videos. Like, you need to show your work, be out there. Because if you don't do it, nobody else will.
That's true.
And that's how you get your following. Even with that one like. I'd rather have that one like than no likes or no pictures at all.
Yeah.
No, es que la realidad es que you gotta do you, you know what I mean? No puedes pensar en la otra gente. Como le digo a Jerry, you gotta take care of number one, and number one being you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, qué bueno. I mean, Y sí, sí tiene mucho que ver, if you want to have people attracted to your social media, pues you got to give them what they want. You know, if they're following you, it's because they want to see your art, lo que haces. Aunque sea un video en la mañana que no tiene nada que ver con nada. Hey, how's everybody doing? Aquí voy a agarrar mi cafecito. No voy a decir...
Al Starbucks.
¿Verdad? Pero you're like checking in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at least people know you're doing fine.
Yeah.
For sure.
And be yourself. I feel like being yourself too, being your true self. A lot of people like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like for us, they tell us we pay for the show. No, bueno, no es show. ¿Qué es? Like for the experience of being with me and Sairu. Then obviously our work also says a lot about us. Pero like they love to be around us because we're so loud. We're always laughing. Like we're always talking. Etc. Etc. So like they also pay for that. So just be yourself. Don't be afraid to be loud or laugh or whatever. Or talk to your clients. Yeah, that's a big one. You need to talk to your clients.
Yeah.
On a personal basis.
I think Maria has an important role porque, por ejemplo, por una boda, ella está maquillando, ¿verdad? A la futura esposa, ¿no? A la novia. Y basically, how long does it take you? I'm going to say an hour, 2 hours.
An hour.
So ella le toca experimentar todos los nervios y
sí.
todo lo demás, y sabes que hay en un día tan importante para una persona, ¿verdad?
Sí.
So that's pretty cool. She's like the first stage of the
everything.
whole, you know. So si ella está como en una bad mood, y I'm not saying you do that, ¿verdad? Pero imagínate si la transmite a la novia y yo pienso que tiene que salir con toda la actitud María para darle, pues, you know, encourage the girl. This is your day. You're going to go out like a champion, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
enjoy your day to the fullest. Y cuando el padre te pregunta, are you sure? Say, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you're going through a rough day, you're going to tell them, like, this is the best thing you're doing, getting married.
So we talked about pros. Now we're going to reverse it. Cons of networking for small businesses. Well, yo pienso que, like any other business, hablamos de esto en otro episodio, de que a lot of people focus on the actual product, but they don't focus on getting it out there. You know what I mean? So a con that I could see is that you're going to have to do a lot of freebies, free gigs. You know what I mean? Get out there. We see it in the expos, you know, por ejemplo, la gente que vende, pues, catering, llevan su comida, que la carnita, que los frijolitos, que la ensalada. And I'll be grubbing on those, let me tell you. But that's how you know.
Is that a pro or a con for you?
Well, it's a pro for me, but a con for them, porque pues todo está muy caro, sale dinero, ¿sí me entiendes? Especialmente la carne, ¿cuánto te sale una libra de carne ahorita, sí sabes? Entonces,
Está como $15, güey.
Y sí, así que... So what do you think, Jerry? What's a con for a small business when it comes to networking?
Well, again, like I said, a con. Okay, so one of the things that is it can be very discouraging. Like, especially like if you don't have that mindset that something's good is gonna come out of it. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, especially right now in social media, like we want things now. Like a lot of the people want now. Like when I do photos and stuff, like a lot of my clients, they I know I'm not the only photographer that sees this or that goes through this, but they want like their photos like de un día para otro. Like why? Because we're I think we're in a system or in a culture now with like the whole. I want to blame Amazon.
Two-day shipping.
They want it now.
Next day shipping. They want it now. They want things now, and I think that we're as clients we're kind of like we want to do things rushed.
Yeah.
Right, and I think that it's not the best thing for that because. Then you take away the art. Then you're just
the fun part of it.
The fun part of like,
right.
Man, like maybe I can go into more detail of this and do that, and like I mean it's happened to me before, not lately, but before where it's like the people want the photos like now, and I'm like I'm trying to work with them like hey and I've told clients like hey I don't work like that. Like, I don't work under pressure. Don't be pressuring me. You know what I mean? Because what I do, I take it seriously. So don't be pressuring me what I do. And then there's some clients where it's like they just want it now. And I've done it where I do the edits but it's like, like that picture had a lot more potential, but I couldn't just dedicate more time to it because
they wanted
them now, right? Yeah. And it's sad. It sucks. It sucks. Like, really, in my what we do, because a lot of people think that all I do is edit all day.
Yeah, and I mean, you still have your life,
And there are days, dude, that I come to the office at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I don't leave 12 hours later, and all I'm doing is editing all day long, right?
And it's not 5 pictures.
Oh no,
it's not 5. Pictures.
Sometimes I be delivering 600 photos to a wedding client. You know what I mean? And that's like 600 photos that I have to edit. Go in there and check and make sure everybody's smiling and make sure everybody's eyes are open and
of course.
And take away the dumpster, the trash can that's on the side.
Y el tío borracho tirado ahí en el piso.
and then I gotta take from over here and put it down here.
Transformation in progress.
But sometimes sometimes weddings they can take me up to like 2 months to finish because it's like 600 photos, and I'm gonna say guesstimate about a half an hour a photo.
Yeah.
So 600 divided by 2, that's what, 300?
Yeah.
That's 300 hours.
Yeah, that's insane.
You know what I mean?
There's only 24 hours in a day.
And so like I got to do those, and then there are other también clients that during the week that I have that are photo shoots and graduations and maternity and et cetera, right? Mm-hmm. But going back to the networking portion is like we cannot like think that I'm gonna network with so and so and I'm gonna expect to get 1,000 followers or 1,000,000 followers or it's not real. It's not a realistic idea, right? To because if you start networking with other people, eventually you'll get there. Eventually, But again, it's unrealistic to say, Fazia has 18,000 followers. I'm gonna do a photo shoot with her, and I'm gonna get 18,000 followers.
Yeah, it's like
that's an unrealistic expectation.
She has 18. I'm gonna get 20.
Somehow 2,000 more people are gonna follow me than her. And it's just, I don't know if you guys have ever had like a bad experience or like some sort of experience that it's kind of like. I thought I was doing something good, by going to all these events, by going to all these things, but in reality, I wasn't getting my return on the investment that I was making, which is a lot of times when it's collaboration, the investment is your time and
your time, wasting your time in those events.
Yeah. Did you do a lot of bridal stuff?
Yeah, I did a lot of bridal expos. I feel like, and you want to know that there was this really big one that we were so excited for. I'm not gonna say the name. It was supposed to be a big bridal expo. We went, and that was the place that we didn't get nobody. No one. And we paid money for that one.
Damn.
And we didn't get no clients, no contract signed, nothing.
Damn,
and we were there from like 5 in the morning, doing everybody's hair and makeup for the runway show. And nadie fue. De hecho, no clients went. Nobody went. Nobody showed up. Yeah. Wow. So everybody kind of just invested and lost their money.
Wow, that is pretty bad. Yeah. But this is what we're talking about, pues, about.
Yeah, that's she was under the expectation that she was gonna go there and there was gonna be a lot of people and
it's a really known place. Like you would have thought, but
that it was gonna go. They had been pressuring me. There's this bridal expo they do here in Tucson, right there at the CCC.
Mm-hmm.
That one is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were pressuring me. They were calling me, dude, like every other day. Like, hey, we want to have you guys. And because I had inquired, just nomás de way,
Just to test the water.
No más por.
Yeah, and then like they would send me like promotions, like, since you guys are the first time, we'll give you like so much off. And I was like,
we'll give you $5 off.
No, and so here's my thought, and I might be wrong. I may be wrong. I me voy a tener que desengañar. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, right?
Dilo.
It's just like I've been to other expos and I've been to other events like that, and I haven't. I really, the time that I have invested, I haven't really got my return. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's, and de hecho he perdido hasta trabajos and
Ya supero.
Yeah, güey.
¡No puedo!
Flip the table.
Cuenta hasta 10, cuenta hasta 10. And backwards.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Oh, man. No, pero lo que te digo es de que... points aside, is that like, you know, I just don't, I haven't really, at least here in Tucson, I don't think that, maybe I've gone to the wrong ones. That can be that could be a good possibility. Maybe I need to like do some more research and see, like, maybe for next year, kind of like attend those things and see where that takes us. You know, you don't know unless you don't try. Unless you try.
Attend them undercover, ¿verdad, María? Que llegar como... Like
pues lo que pasa es de que ese que te dije, nomás lo hacen una vez al año.
Una vez. Bueno, de hecho, todos los expos las hacen una vez al año.
¿Sí? Ok. Porque también lo hacen ese y lo hacen uno en Phoenix, así de igual.
The one in Phoenix,
is
but
bad.
it's expensive.
I bet.
Like
Really?
that
I bet.
it's expensive.
Yes, and so that's one of the things, like, so I follow a lot of photographers like that are you know, de caché, and they do a lot of expos and stuff like that. But again, I don't know if it's just the actual expo that they go to, or if it's
the location,
or the city.
Tucson in general.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they're in bigger cities like Dallas, you know what I mean? Like,
Sí.
Yeah.
like, so I guess there's more and there's more often. There's more of them more often, and so I think that really makes maybe that makes a difference, you know. But I think that let's see. Also, like another con that I could see, right, of networking is like just like maintaining those relationships.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's hard, dude. Like sometimes, like dude, I don't have time for you.
Unfriend.
Oh my god. So like no, like for.
Hasta rojo te pusiste.
Para que se te quite.
No, I just think like sometimes like you have, I guess maybe it's a thing of like knowing who's worth it and who's not, right?
Yeah.
Like I've reached out. I have personally reached out to people, and I like the response that I get from them. It's kind of like, well, you know, if I think that it's necessary, then we'll do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, then you really don't want to network. You really just
Yeah.
want to get, you know, you want to take advantage.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I think you gotta, as an entrepreneur or as a beginning entrepreneur, you have to start being good at reading people.
Yeah.
And kind of
Yeah.
like sensing like, man, you know what, maybe that's not the route that I want to go. Maybe I want to go this way. You know what I mean? And like I said, like the time because time as an entrepreneur, time is money.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of
So
course.
even if you're not paying for a collaboration, but the fact that you're there and where you can be somewhere else making money, but you're there,
Yeah.
is you're spending money, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's where you're gonna have to see, like, where are you spending your time wisely?
Being with somebody that has the same goals as you.
Yeah, and that's hard to find, really.
That
Like,
really
Yeah.
is.
Like-
Right now, mucha gente lo hace por dinero, rather than growing, and
Exactly.
then maybe later on you'll get
Yeah.
it
yeah,
back.
and,
Pero
and I know, I'm pretty sure, like in the makeup world también, in the modeling world, and obviously the DJ world, and ni se diga the photography world, like it's like people just doing it for money. I
Yeah.
just sense that like I see a lot of photographers out here doing $40 sessions, $50 sessions, $60 sessions. I'm like, really, dude? Like, why are you even doing it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I've seen DJs giving you 5 hours for $200.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah.
like super cheap, and it's kind of like, well, they're not doing it for the art, or they're not doing it for their like it. They're doing it
just
for
do it for
gas
that.
money.
Yeah, exactly. And a Big Mac combo.
And I think that's where you have to at least draw the line, you know, as a professional, because that's what we are. Like, each one of us is a professional in their own world.
Yeah.
And so I think that, you know, giving you that value in your network groups or the people who you associate yourself with, I think that's what's going to make you grow as a professional. Like we were talking about the other day, like, you know, the people undercutting you for, you know, $50. And it's kind of like, well, they're going to go to this person, and then they're going to like their makeup, and they're going to be like, well, I probably should have spent those $50.
Exactly.
And there's clients that'll get us for the photo shoots because those pictures will be there forever rather than the actual day. And they'll tell us, like, we hired you because we know you do really good makeup y por eso te agarramos para las fotos. Preferimos to spend a little bit more money on our pictures and the makeup than the day of, because she's just gonna sweat it off. Little do they know, but like it won't sweat off. But like the fact that they think that way, like that's crazy.
And a lot of you gotta know what kind of customers you're gonna get too, because there's customers that want the VIP package and want to pay for a basic.
Nothing,
And a pro tip, you guys ready for a pro tip?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to say hell no. That's the pro tip from DJ Supremo. You know? If you're not digging it, saying hell no.
I think saying no is very healthy too. Like, being as an entrepreneur.
Orlando told me too. He was always big on, if that client's not for you, let it go. Otro va a venir y te va a pagar lo que tú estás cobrando.
Yep.
That client's not for you.
You're not for everybody. Not everybody's for you, and that's kind of like the thing. Like for like Fosnia, like not every photographer's for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if they can't pay your price,
then
you ain't rolling no dice. Damn. Estoy lleno de
He's poetic today, man. That's very good. Huh? Mira, as far as the DJ world, Jerry, ¿qué pasó en un evento when you were shooting photos and video the other day? En una de las main dances, cuando estaba la canción tocando.
Oh, dude.
What happened?
This is another segment.
But we're going to throw that out there para que la gente mire que sí pasan cosas. Por eso no sean codos.
Sí, la neta, si lo pudiera haber grabado, güey. A lo mejor tengo una grabación por ahí.
Lo vamos a buscar.
Luego lo vemos. Pero, so what happened was we got hired to do this quinceañera, right?
Yeah.
And when you do events like that, you spend a lot of money. That's the reality.
Yeah.
And you want everything to go as perfect as you can.
Of course.
Disclaimer: not everything's gonna go perfect, right?
Something always has to go wrong.
I've done this many times in my short time. I've done it very long time, very many times, and nothing goes as planned, dude. Like siempre alguien se los olvidó las tortillas.
Ay, sí.
No llegó la banda.
The classic car they wanted to use is not
classic.
No, it's breaking down every 2 minutes. We seen it all, people. Come on. The bullshit.
Yeah, basically. So a lot of things like que se rompe el vestido, just cantidad de cosas. Bueno, pues esta vez me tocó el DJ.
De casualidad.
And it wasn't me, all right?
Okay, so haz de cuenta que este DJ pues era, yo les digo DJ Spotify, you know what I mean? Así les digo yo, porque en realidad para mí una persona que se pone tras de una computadora y nomás pisa un botón, para mí no es DJ, nomás es alguien que está poniendo música.
Sí,
¿Sí
pues,
sabes?
Como en las pedas pones el Bluetooth y pones el YouTube, la mix y ya.
Haz de cuenta lo mismo, ¿ok? Pero lo que pasa es de que nomás we're setting the scene, ¿ok? Era la presentación, ya todos estaban listos para la presentación y pues ya, pum, empieza la canción.
Hasta la abuelita la despertaron, abuelita, ya viene lo bueno.
Pobrecita.
Y empezó la música. Este DJ tenía 4 bocinas, 2 subs. Para el lugar estaba muy bien, o sea, el sonido, aunque sí. Tenía sonido para reventar el local. Pues empezó, ¿no? Que para empezar se escuchaba. No se escuchaban los nombres que lo que está diciendo porque el muchacho no quería hablar en el micrófono, ¿ok?
El DJ.
El DJ.
Oh my God.
Se oía como la canción de Chacarón. Chacarón.
Les presentamos. Okay. Así se escuchaba. Okay. Y yo me volteé y me quedé mirando como, ¿qué onda este vato? Yo no sé, yo estaba ahí para tomar la foto. Seguí yo haciendo mi rollo. Pues en eso que viene, que se toma el tiempo de de anunciar a la quinceañera, right? Y cuando anuncia a la quinceañera, que no se escuchaba. Bueno, no, espérate, cleans. Para ese entonces, para cuando entró la quinceañera, ya se había metido un pariente de la quinceañera para hablar en el micrófono y estaba anunciando los nombres.
El pariente.
El pariente. Se quitó el micrófono al DJ.
Wow.
Ok, no te había contado.
No, eso no me habías contado.
Ahorita me voy acordando porque sí.
No fue el Supremo,
No, 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 no.
Aclaración.
Wow.
Ok. Entonces, ya para eso estaba la señora. Y ahora le vamos a presentar a la quinceañera, por favor, un aplauso para todos. Ok, so, va entrando la quinceañera, güey, traen la música y no sabía, o sea, apenas empezó la música y todo. Cuando va empezando un Here I Geico.
Oh, damn.
Pues en eso la quinceañera se frisea, güey. And we're sitting we're like literally standing waiting for this commercial to end.
No! They didn't even have YouTube Premium?
No, they didn't have the Spotify Premium. Dude. I was literally waiting. We were like the quinceañera was literally standing there dude, con una pinche vergüenza, güey.
Pobrecita, man.
No.
Waiting for the commercial to end, dude. And I just looked around and the fucking DJ, like, haz de cuenta que el DJ estaba así como yo y se hizo así.
¡Se escondió!
Escondió.
Oh, damn.
Dude, that was the most embarrassing thing that I have ever witnessed, dude. Like, as far like from a DJ standpoint, right? But that is I wish it would have ended right there. Okay?
No.
There's more.
Yes, there is
Hay
more.
más,
There
hay
is more.
más.
Okay. So pasó la música, ¿verdad? Pasó el vals y todo el rollo. Okay?
And then another Spotify commercial.
Y luego empezó Allstate. No. Empezó, ya ves que hacen surprise dances. Sí. Yeah. By the way, that's getting old. Okay, let's find something else. Anyways, so pues empezó el surprise dance, güey. El vato no sabía qué tocar, güey.
What?
Le habían dado la música and he didn't know what to do. Like he's like, I don't know which one to put when, because they didn't do a mix.
Really?
Yeah. So he's like, I don't know when to start, when to finish. So like hizo un desmadre el vato, güey. Like tenía una computadora y así hacía y luego paraba todo y luego volvía a empezar y luego paraba todo y luego volvía a empezar.
Wow.
And it was like literally a disaster. Like I feel so bad. Like I felt so bad for the girl, dude, because like months of preparation para que una persona que no tiene la experiencia, que no tiene, vamos a decir, el profesionalismo para hacerlo, right? To just ruin it. Then that I thought that was like messed up. I was like, man, that sucks.
Yeah, all that time they put into practicing. Todos los niños, las mamás que los llevan, salir
Exactly.
de trabajo.
Yeah, it's real sad, man.
So that is honestly that has been my worst experience. Like
Dang.
with another like DJ and another vendor at a venue. Not like as in like, because I didn't talk to the guy. Like I was like, dude, you know, but he was already pobrecito already, you know.
But sometimes that's the client's fault, though. Like, they're not willing to spend extra to make sure that it's perfect at their event. Yeah. Porque te apuesto que si hubieran agarrado al DJ Supremo acá, no los hubiera pasado eso.
No, claro que no. Mira, yo voy a decir algo.
Les pasa algo peor.
So, basically, Jerry, he manages, you know, DJ Supremo. Y él tiene todo ready for me, like, just to grab it and just go with the flow. Like, he'll prepare everything, todo el timeline, like when to start, when to play this, when to play that, this is going down at this time. And that's very important because no voy ciego, pues, ¿sí me entiendes? Entonces,
sí, una de las cosas, like, I'm really big on preparation. Even my photography clients, like when I do weddings and photos, like I require to do a schedule because yo no voy a andar adivinando, no voy a andar preguntando, no voy a andar suponiendo. Like, I need things down written. All right, this is what we're gonna do, and this is what's gonna happen. Yeah. Why? Because if something happens wrong, one, I have something to say. Like, this is what we're gonna do. You changed it. It didn't come out like you thought. too bad. Or it can be like, okay, this is not happening, or let's switch this. We can do this. We can move that around, and that way we have
something to work with.
We have something to work with, Yeah. And I do a lot of I leave a lot of time. I try to leave a lot of time for those things, like. If we're running late or whatever, like we can catch up, make up sometime here or there. You know what I mean? Same thing with the DJ. Like I tell clients, you have to fill this out to the best of your knowledge, and we set up a time, and we do schedules, and I get everybody's names in order. That because I don't want to be the last thing I want to be asking at the event is like, oh, hey, who is this and who is that, and
or butchering names, what I mean?
like there's been some hard ones, like there's been some hard ones, like not kids nowadays, like las mamás buchonas se quieren
Why are you talking about me? My kid's name.
La mamá buchona
acá lo lees en inglés. That didn't sound right. A ver, léelo en español. No, se oye peor, mejor en inglés. No, we get so technical, girls, that even, por ejemplo, for the main dance, hasta podemos poner las luces de un solo color o combinarlas.
No, y todo eso pregunta.
Claro, porque that's just going the extra mile to give that customer that experience that you expect from a DJ, you know?
Yeah. Like a couple weeks ago, I worked with this other DJ. I cheated on DJs. Just kidding.
Oh my God.
Ahora yo voy a gritar.
No. We worked this Tim from Unforgettable Events. He did a really good job. Like honestly, like for what the client gave him and the whole situation, he did a really good job. Because he has the experience. You know what I mean? So that's when you can really tell like. With somebody with no experience and then somebody that has experience, they're not a Spotify DJ, right? And so, like, no sé si miraron unas fotos de una muchachita de vestido azul on Instagram. Go check them out. But
sí lo sé.
si miraron el fondo azul, esos es lo que hablamos, pues. De eso hacemos, pues.
Sí.
Para que haya un contraste in between the background and the foreground. And that's like number one of photography rules. Like there has to be a contrast. There has to be depth of field and things like that. And when a DJ is unprepared and they don't think about those things, like how can I better the experience of my clients? You know what I mean? Like I was talking to Maria earlier, like the people, like the event venues that don't let people go in till later. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
No pueden entrar hasta tal hora, and it's like 2 hours before the reception starts. Yeah. It's kind of like, dude, you're not hurting me.
Nor do they know how long it takes for you guys to get everything together.
Sometimes the DJ setup takes 2 or 3 hours, depending on the setup that the client asks for, right? And at the end of the day, you're not hurting me, you're hurting the client. Right, because if I'm not there to start at 6, all I'm gonna do is gonna be like, well, the venue didn't let me go until 4.
Yeah, you can't.
Or till 5. There's only so much that I can do. Yeah. We're not robots, you know what I mean? We're not. Yeah. So the reality is that as vendors también como as a network, we need to also learn how to work together, right? Mm-hmm. Like por ejemplo, yo conozco otras makeup artists and things like that.
Sin decir nombres.
¿A poco no? Yo te he dicho, hey, can you do the quinceañera first?
Yeah,
te he dicho, and there's a reason why. The reason
but they don't like that.
I don't care what they like.
They don't like that. Hey, yo les digo eso, el fotógrafo, ellos no están pagando el maquillaje, el peinado.
I understand that, pero cuando me piden las fotos, I'm like, well, there's a reason why I told you that. Y yo cuando estoy en la junta con ellos, yo les digo, la niña tiene que ir primero. ¿Por qué? Porque cuando yo llego, yo necesito tomarle fotos a ella. Y yo no voy a estar ahí esperando 2 horas nomás para que termine la fotógrafa, mi maquillista.
No, and it is less time you have to work with her.
Exactly. Yeah. So, por ejemplo, yo ahorita, nosotros tenemos un sistema donde, pues, le decimos, hey, trata de agarrar la cita más pronto de la mañana. ¿Para qué? Para que podamos tener bastante tiempo para poder hacer las sesiones, hacer las fotos, hacer
el video,
programarnos con tiempo, porque nosotros hacemos más que vamos a decir lo normal, vamos a decir lo que se acostumbra, ¿verdad? Entonces eso toma tiempo y los clientes a veces no saben, pues porque no están educados en eso, pues porque ellos no lo hacen, ¿sí sabes? Sí. Entonces, por eso yo les digo, o sea, traten de hacer la quinceañera primero. ¿Por qué? Porque la voy a necesitar para esto. En todo hay propósito, no nomás como digo el Jesse, ¿cuándo me has visto hacer algo nomás por nomás? Like, there's always a purpose to everything that you have to do as an entrepreneur. Like every move has to be a business move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't just be like, ay, nomás estoy haciendo esto, nomás por just cause.
Nomás.
Yeah.
Like,
Just to get some gas money.
there's nothing. Yeah. And all of it is self-worth. Like, you know, like remember I told you, like, hey, dude, charge for your photo shoots.
Yeah.
You know, people reach out to you. Hey, I have 18,000 followers. How many do you have? 500? Well,
It's going to cost
Gotta
you
pay.
18,000.
my net worth is more than you.
And with that, let's go to the next segment. Strategies for effective networking, brother.
There's no strategies, bro. What about? No, I think like there's like we've been talking about this. No, we've been talking about like we need to get more out in the community, and I think that like finding network events, you know, groups, a lot of social media. Like I said, when I started, I reached out to people on social media, people that I didn't know. Primarily, my source of when I started was like reaching out to like other women that were interested in photos. You know what I mean? And I would, you know, and I honestly, like, to be honest, like I would see like, okay, like, you know, how much following do they have? Like, and this is a product that I'm giving. Like, I never forced anybody. I never did it. Like, said, oh, you have to, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. You know, it was como se dice, like a mutual understanding. Like, you're getting this, and I'm giving you this, and that's it. And so I think it's like the social media se presta mucho para eso, pues. But you also have to watch out, like, who's contacting you and why. You know what I mean? Are they contacting you only for self-growth or because they're looking in your interest también?
Yeah.
Pues? That's a big one. You have to see. You have to be like, okay, well, if I'm gonna give you something, what am I getting out of it?
Yeah, everyone has to win. It has to go. It has to be mutual.
Yeah, it has to be a win-win, either if it's economical or, you know, exposure-wise or whatever. There has to be a win-win on both sides, or else they're just taking advantage of you. And that's where you have to create a strategy and say, like I said, my strategy was, and it still is. Okay, this is still my strategy. I do freebies, right? De esos freebies, I get clients.
Yeah.
I do one free session, I get 3 or 4 paid.
Yeah.
And then I do one free session, I get 3 or 4 paid. And así me la llevo, o sea. Y pues de las quinceañeras, a lot of that is just referrals. A lot of people refer us. And I mean, dude, I already have bookings till November 24, dude.
Dang.
Yeah, already a year out. So
I'm going to have to book my quinceañera right now.
For 10 years from now.
For 10 years. Maria, have you ever had an experience like that? When you
I've had a couple of influencers that have quinceañeras and they've booked me. Ellas sí han pagado, ¿no? Pero when their following sees that they tag me, they'll come and reach out to me so that I could do their makeup because they saw it through them. So that's the way that it works for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Y I don't know if this is, I think it's related, so I'm going to say it. Jerry's real big about advertisement. Entonces,
he is.
Eso vale dinero. Mucha gente no tiene idea porque pues no lo ha hecho, ¿verdad? O no se ha dado el tiempo para intentarlo. But cuesta dinero. But we notice, like, when we run an ad, at least for DJ Supremo, we get instant messages.
Yeah, flooded. We get flooded with messages.
Really?
It
You know,
works.
I've never tried that, the advertisements that you pay for. So it does work.
It does work, yeah. Y pues es como todos, yeah. You gotta know what you're gonna illustrate to the people, ¿sí me entiendes? Entonces, we notice that cuando no hacemos un ad, even though I have a lot of content on my pages de Facebook y de Instagram, como que la gente no se toma el tiempo para tomar un mensaje as opposed to an ad, you know, that is referring them to me, you know what I mean? So, sí, para nosotros sí nos ha dado resultado. And we notice, huh, Jerry, when we're running an ad, we
it
get
works.
flooded.
It works. De hecho, hold on. Keep going.
Yeah. So, para la gente que tenga su negocio, you know, try advertisement, you know, y you could start $100 a week, you know, y luego pues you choose the area, who you want to target, and it just shoots it out. But me imagino que a ustedes les ha pasado, ¿no? Que están mirando acá el Facebook y boom, there goes an ad, you know what I mean? Some don't have nothing to do with nothing, but they're sponsored, so you're
Yeah.
gonna see them regardless.
De que lo
¿verdad?
ven, lo van a ver.
Yeah. Y Fazle, pues, have you ever run an ad for your other business?
I haven't. I've never tried. Yeah, I've visto un video que decían, like, if you do run ads, then your, like, exposure is not as. But, no sé. Do you guys get me?
Yeah.
No, I don't get you.
La neta, no.
She's like, ¿qué
Can you,
dijeron?
can you
I know,
please
'cause
tell me? Can you
I
please tell
can't
me?
even hear you.
I see Maria's face. She's all like, what?
You can't hear her?
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, damn, ya llevamos casi todo el podcast y tú,
She's all
güey.
done.
Tired.
Y apenas vas diciendo, güey, no mames.
He got all scared.
Shit.
No, but I
Can
actually,
you guys hear us?
I actually never tried running the ads. All my growth has been organically. Just
Yeah.
really
Oh,
putting
that's
in
cool.
work.
That's cool. Like, so, like, one of the things with the ads, y de hecho, ¿cuándo te estaba comentando? Ahora en la mañana, ahora en la mañana, ajá. Ahora estamos platicando de eso. Yeah, so, like I've always been a real big believer that you have to invest in order to get money. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, when you look at it bare bones, that's how it's always worked. You have to invest in order to get a return. You can't make money out of thin air.
Yeah, you can't just expect to.
That's just like that's not a realistic, again, not a realistic expectation.
Yeah.
So like there's this new feature on Instagram where, like, pro tip.
Pro tip of the day.
Write it down.
Pro tip of the day. Okay? So there's a new thing on Instagram where, like, so you set out an ad, right? So for example, Maria, you want to attract more wedding brides, right?
Yeah.
And so what's gonna happen is that you're gonna put in, because you can do everything, like by newly engaged. You can actually put newly engaged, and it'll target people that are newly engaged, like, because people share that online, like, oh, we just got engaged.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people share that, and age groups, location, demographics. There's a bunch of like different factors that you're gonna go through, right? And so after that, it shows you. You can once you start collecting, because what it does, it collects data, right? And social media is all about collecting data. The internet is all about collecting data and reselling data. And so what happens is that you can now actually go retarget the people who mess with your account from that ad. So, like, for example, anybody who clicked, anybody who liked, anybody who went on your profile, anybody who clicked on the ad.
It creates a report. Pues.
It creates a report, and then you can retarget specifically that group of people.
Con
So-
razón, siempre me salían los tuyos.
So you can.
I would like them.
We're stalking her.
And then-
We're stalking her.
Maybe she's stalking us. No, but that's what it is. Like, so now you can retarget a specific group, even more specific than you were able to do before.
Damn.
And that's gonna generate more leads. And I was actually telling them, like, oh, we should probably put out some leads to see what we can get. Because in reality, and we're gonna go back to the basics, like, we follow this. We've taken a little course and things like that from this guy named Steven Poveda, Steven, or I don't know. Anyways, este muchacho, he's a videographer out, like, in Pennsylvania, I think.
I know who you're talking about.
You're talking about, right?
Yeah.
¿Tú lo has visto?
Because you showed them to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So este vato, like, he says, like, a lot of people, when you talked about earlier, is like you focus on the product, right? In your case, it would be the makeup,
Yeah.
and in your case would be
Myself.
yourself
My face.
on the product, right? But you don't know. And then, like, for example, the DJ would be like the gigs, right?
Yeah.
Or and so, and myself would be the photography, the picture, make sure that the picture is perfect.
Yeah.
And whatnot, right? And so he says that there's other pillars when you there's other pillars into business and being an entrepreneur, and the pillars are like getting people to know who you are, getting leads, and because before anything else, what you're doing is you're running a business,
Yeah.
right? And you got to see yourself as a business, like, and see, like, okay, how am I gonna get leads? How am I gonna get people? How am I gonna get this and that? Like, how am I gonna get more people? Even though you can sell a mediocre product, but if your selling skills are there, you're gonna sell the crap out of it, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's just you're gonna convince people that whatever it is you're selling, it's the top. You know what I mean? And so like I've seen a lot of photographers that are just okay. Like in my personal opinion, I'm no expert, but in my personal opinion, they're okay, but they're making $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Because they sell, because they know they found what works for them, and they sell.
Oh yeah.
And one of the things that this guy was saying is like if you have a business, right? And has anybody here have you guys had like difficult like selling, like for example like doing like a sales pitch?
I was in sales before, so I think I'm pretty good.
No, pero por ejemplo, like for example, like getting work. Like for example, if you were like in I'm gonna do an ad, and I'm gonna do all the sales tactics, and it's never happened to you. You never. Well, you haven't put out ads, right?
No.
Okay, well, so you don't know that, but like for example, so he was saying is like, it's like making money selling a product there's nothing that's changed, even though with the social media stuff, when you put it down to bare bones, it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Making money in any field is the same way. You have to get that person to show interest in you. You have to convince them that the product is, or whatever it is what they need, right? And then the product can be it has to be something good for them to want to come back. But a lot of times it's like it's a lot more of like the experience that you're providing, like you were talking about earlier. Like if the bride gets a good experience, like if the makeup artist was like really cheering them on and having that good positive energy and et cetera, maybe the makeup is but they're
because it has happened. Like it could sometimes be like but you still gotta be like, dang girl, you look good.
but they're gonna recommend you because it's how you made them feel, right?
Because of the experience
that they encountered with you. And a lot of the times my personal recommendations are because of my experience of if you ask me if I'm ever gonna take a bus again, I'm like, hell no. But that's the thing. Like so another thing that he was saying is like if you have a really hard time selling with like your products, it's because you have personal issues. Like your own personal self, like your own personal issues outside of your business.
What?
It's not allowing you to really focus on your craft and focus on making your business.
Are we in therapy?
We got 15 minutes.
No. So like for example, you said like maybe you're going through problems at home and you're not focusing your time on your business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
like all that really affects like your mental health. Like really affects really how you do. And sometimes like that's why you go through these slumps and you're kind of like, man, like am I really doing this? Or and you start basing your credibility based on likes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think that plays a major role on I think for everybody, like the likes and I gotta get 100 likes. And, dude, it feels great, dude. Like getting 1,000 likes, But then I don't know. I guess it just really depends. Like not because I know people that have like millions of followers and they don't always get a bunch of likes. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
me. I'm not gonna say eso. No se dice.
I think that todos tenemos problemas outside of our business or work or whatever. You just gotta master to not bring that to home or vice versa. Don't bring the stuff from home to your job.
Right.
Pero
but just fundamentally, like it's gonna affect you one way or another. You know what I mean? Maybe no le echas ganas. Maybe you're just kind of like, man, like, because like I was going through a rough patch, like with Debbie, because not our relationship, not a relationship. She was just going through some back problems, and I was kind of like having to pull away from the house, the kids, and stuff, and then still come work. You know what I mean? That was rough for me. Yeah. So I had a rough couple of weeks, dude. But
sleepless nights.
Yeah. So venía al trabajo todo
todo sin ganas, todo dormilón.
Yeah. So, but I think that when you going back to the networking portion is when you start cultivating like real, like good, authentic relationships, you can actually grow as a group, right? And like I've always been like, if you support me, I'll support you, and hasta que yo pueda. Y yo se lo he dicho a la gente straight out, like, okay, I'll help you, pero the moment I see that you're not wanting to help yourself, then that's where my help ends, because you cannot you cannot like force somebody, to help you or whatever. Oh look!
Llegó camera guy.
Look who decided to show up.
Camera guy. Tarde pero sin sueño.
Wow. Mira, ahí va. Míralo. All right. And I just think like, using that social media as a platform to not just socialize, but also to create these networks where like, you're just, you got to look out, man. There's other people out there that are they're trying to thrive just as much as you are.
Yeah, exactly.
And so like but you also got to watch out for them snakes.
Yeah.
You got to watch out for the people who are going to want to take advantage of you, because the reality is that there are people out there that are just like trying to look out for the best interests, like you said, number one, but they're not looking out to grow as a make an empire or grow as a business, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And I think we all know someone like that, right? No?
Yo no.
No?
¿Tú no? Sin decir nombres.
Yo sí.
A ver, cuéntanos.
No, ya saben, ya les conté.
Oye, mire, hablando de otro tema acá, seguro. Ya vi que pusiste la trailer en venta otra vez, ¿eh?
No.
¿Sí?
No, I haven't even been on Facebook.
Nah, salió otra vez. Dead.
Like, recently?
Before we started the podcast, 51 minutes ago.
Shut up.
She's been here. How is
No,
that possible?
before we started the podcast.
Like 51 minutes before?
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Was it on my profile?
Yeah, it was on your profile.
That's weird. Well, I don't even know what happened. I haven't even gone to the property to see if it's still there. After that, last time we talked about it, I swear I didn't go back to the post. I didn't look at it. I didn't erase it. Like,
That's crazy.
Who uses Facebook anymore?
Oh, yeah. Hey,
It depends on your clientele,
That's true. I'm just kidding. Facebook.
all right.
Y pues, we're gonna interview Maria here or what?
Yeah. Well, this is a cool one, and we're gonna start with her. A success story.
Are you successful or what? You think? Do you think you're successful? You.
I'm not where I want to be.
But so far.
Do you think
So far, yeah. Yeah, I can say I'm pretty known as a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's success right there. Like she built a name for herself. People know her.
Yeah.
From nothing, literally nothing. I don't even know how I made this a job. Back then, I didn't think it.
So how'd you start? Like, what were you doing before?
I've always been like that one girl that is always wearing makeup. And I remember my friend.
Just like all the rest.
No. Honestly, like desde que estaba bien chiquita, I would wear makeup. Pero my friends, they would ask me like if I could do their makeup if they were gonna go out or whatever. My tias and everybody would ask me. So then eventually, they would invite me to their house. Can you do my makeup for this event? Yeah, cool, got you. Would give me $20. I started with $20. And I would take my little thing of makeup. Era una cajita chiquita. Like, I look
Así de las que agarras ahí en el Walgreens.
Se llevaba su
Así como el DJ llegaba yo. Con anuncios. Así.
Acá, hey, ¿me puedes prestar tu curly a mí me ha tocado trabajar con makeup artists que, ay, se me olvidó mi secadora, me presta la tuya.
Ay, no.
Hey, that can happen, though. That's happened to us, too, at one point.
Yeah.
Que se nos olvidan las pestañas o lo que sea. No, pero I started about 9 years ago. And from 9 years to now, I've grown a lot. And my clientele, todo en sí, siento que I've grown a lot throughout the years.
Ya 9 años, ya marca, ¿eh?
Sí, ya. Ya es veterana, güey.
Ya es veterana. ¿Cuántos son your 10th year? This year or next year?
I think this year. I don't know when exactly. I stopped counting like a while ago.
Like,
so I think I'm in my ninth, gonna be 10 years.
I stopped counting like 10 years ago.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah.
And so, like, how did you get to, like, becoming, like, because I know you started like with your tias and stuff like that. But tell us about your first bride.
Poniéndome en el venda y compra. That's how, dude. I'd make a post showing pictures. Some messed. I don't even know how I got hired, but some messed up pictures. And
¿Acá las editabas post or what?
Uy, literal. The smoothing filter was it back then. Ni se le miraba la nariz, ni los ojos.
Parecía una foto mal enfocada.
Nah, for real, like, I gotta show you. The editing skills were lit.
A ver, saca. Ahorita lo subimos aquí.
No, yeah, I would do that. And then through Vende y Compra, and people would comment and ask me how much, and then, or they'd inbox me. And that's how I met Elena. She saw my work, my very edited work, and she liked it. We partnered up, and then we started building each other together too,
cool.
Getting as a team, and then doing it for like bigger events with more people, porque ya éramos dos, no solamente era yo.
Ya andaban haciendo bridal parties.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really fun. It was fun. And then doing the expos and all of that, era cuando hacíamos los expos todo el tiempo at the beginning of the year. With El Mezquite, with ¿con quién más? El
Salón México.
Salón México, that is like the best one I've ever had. Salón México, el primero, the first one, and then we did some with the second one. But no, yeah, it's been rough, but
it's been a rough 9 years.
Do you see yourself doing something else or
no? Well, no. See, my dream has always been to do red carpet events.
Wow.
And I know, there's this makeup artist. Her name is Gisela Molina from Phoenix.
She does good work.
I freaking love. She's Becky G's makeup artist. Wow. And again, she started just like me, doing the same thing, the same exact things, and then out of nowhere, she started getting called up to Las Vegas to go do red carpet events. Wow. And now she's Becky G's makeup artist. So
that's dope.
Dream.
And so what are you doing to get there?
No, es
¿Por qué no? Dime. What are you doing to get there?
Focusing on myself, finally, on my dream and myself. Yeah.
That's good. I think, like we were talking earlier, like I think you sometimes like focusing on yourself and your business is the only way you're gonna grow. Like, you know, just like sometimes you gotta take a step back and say like, okay, I gotta take care of myself. I think about what I got to do, and then boom, because it's gonna reflect on your business. Like like your mental, your self, like I guess like your self care. is gonna reflect heavily on your business. I think that we were talking about earlier.
Because Maria has a lot of potential. I think she's taking it to the next level now. So give me some knuckles, girl. Keep it up.
She does really good work. I've always said like she does really clean.
No nomás en las fotos, en persona también. It looks the same.
No, it looks fine. It looks good. Like at least everybody that I've worked with Maria, she does really good, and you know. Gives good positive. Actually, the video. Did you see the full video yesterday?
Yeah,
she gave you.
Ya casi lloraba.
She gave you a good recommendation. Yeah.
Nice.
If you guys haven't watched the latest video, our reality TV app, go watch it. Go watch it on our Instagram page.
Fasnia, success story.
A ver.
Pues sí, yo digo, I mean, I've gotten a long way. I started modeling probably, I don't know when it was. I don't know how many years either. Pero,
just give us an idea, más o menos cuántos crees.
7 años, yo creo.
7 años, okay.
Sí, más o menos, no. But I didn't really start my social media until what? Maybe when I met Jerry, that's when they really motivated me. La neta, sí. Venía y me decían, o sea, everything that he said.
Si quieren crecer, vengan su
So, she started as a teen, porque está joven y ya tiene 7 años.
Sí, bien morría.
Yeah, I'm bien chiquita, and, you know, and it wasn't nothing that I wanted to like pursue as a career. It was just something that I liked. I just liked posting pictures. Pero again, with the mental health thing, I was really, really insecure. Like I was super insecure, so I wouldn't post like as much as I wanted to because of that issue, you know. And I think it comes with everybody. Like every girl thinks like that. Like estás viendo, you know, these hot ass models, these perfect faces, and you're like, damn, I want to look like that. I want to be like that. And then you take a picture and you're like, oh, like, what the heck?
I don't look like that.
No, never mind. Pero
Yeah.
I'm really, really grateful for the team that I have right now. And like, I mean, look at us now. We're together. We have a podcast.
Hell yeah.
You know? And it's all thankful. I'm so thankful for the networking with them, with you guys, with everybody. Because even just being here, like with Maria or with all of our invitees, like, que no nos han sacado, you know? Like, there's always little collabs and little things like that from this experience I've been able to do.
That's awesome. And we feel the same way, huh, Jerry?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's why we started this podcast. Really, it was to network with the people.
Yeah.
The name says it all. The Supreme Connection. That's
Right. Yeah. So that's honestly that's what we did. We thought we're like, man, we should get like a podcast going. Well, we wanted to do a podcast, but we're like, what are we gonna do about it? You know what I mean? So
Vamos a decir puras vulgaridades, like the 90% of them do.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk?
Something
Are we gonna talk
Yeah.
about something positive, something that's gonna like we? I mean, we've had people here to do like that do like 24-hour restoration to people who do like makeup or like a bunch of other things like
And we got
dance,
many more on the way.
We have some realtors coming through soon and things like that. So it's gonna that's what we wanted to do. We want to build a connection with other entrepreneurs as well. So that's the reason why the podcast exists.
Do we have any messages from our viewers?
Not that I see, dude.
Okay.
No.
So even for now, Ira, we have an update as well. DJ Supremo started an internet radio station. What do you guys think of that? And
I'm super excited.
actually, if you go on there right now, all you hear is our podcast. I'm running our podcast, so there's people that cannot view us on video, but they could listen to it. Entonces you could check it out like that. Y mi estación se llama Ritmo del Desierto. So it's the first phase. Y lo que mi idea es de que yo conozco a muchos grupos locales aquí que en realidad no les dan quebrada de tocar su música en radiofusoras de grandes, ya que la gente conoce porque pues cuesta dinero, ¿verdad? Entonces yo los estoy invitando a que me manden su contenido and I'm gonna play it, y los voy a invitar a que hagan interviews y todo, pues o sea, we wanna focus on the community, right, Jerry? We talked about that earlier también. Entonces también pues que voy a tocar música popular, pero ya mandé mi aplicación, la tienen que aceptar, y luego para gente que no sabe, eso cuesta dinero. Like if I play like somebody else is recording, I gotta pay them royalties.
Dang.
Sí, yeah, so todo va a ser legal, pero it should kick off here in the next month.
Qué bueno.
We'll be rocking and rolling.
That's right. We're gonna be rock and roll. Vamos a tener estación de radio aquí. todo
¡Qué
el rollo.
ole! Entonces, fíjense, no tengo necesidad, pero es algo que siempre he querido hacer. So I consider that algo...
A stepping stone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we'll see where it
That's
leads to,
awesome.
So,
Felicidades.
Gracias,
Felicidades.
gracias.
Yeah. Woo.
So, Facebook, Instagram,
That's right.
TikTok, Ritmo del Desierto. Okay? I'm going to have a lot of good content. Y, it's going to
Algo
be
bien.
based in the Tucson area,
Community.
Wow, qué suave.
Yeah, and then also we're gonna be. I haven't told you guys yet, but este fin de semana, el sábado, vamos a estar ahí con the Luna Candles. They have like a little every Saturday they have like a little kind of like a festival, like a work. Like they invite different vendors, and so we're gonna be out there Saturday. So check it out.
Nice. All right.
Así
Am I
que-
invited?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But yeah, I just think that having a network is really important in as far as your business, building a relationships with people, with entrepreneurs, and knowing who with and who not to.
Yeah.
Sí, es muy importante, y más para ustedes, ¿verdad? You guys gotta pick and choose,
Yeah.
¿verdad?
Yeah,
Muy
definitely.
importante. All right, well, with that being said, that wraps it up for another episode of the Supreme Connection. María, muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos,
Thank
por darnos tu
you.
experiencia. Fasnia, we couldn't do it without you. Camera guy, he was busy, pero llegó. So it's all right.
Y se la perdió.
We're gonna have to do it again.
Our Commander-in-Chief, Jerry.
What up?
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We have a Supreme Connection official Facebook page, so follow us there. All right. So everybody, DJ Supremo.